Okay, there it is. We got info on the final update for Assassin's Creed Valhalla. It's dropping on Tuesday, December 6th, and Ubisoft announced what it will include and also what it will not include. Like, on one hand, I'm excited, but I'm also kinda sad. Like, it's not everything that we hoped for. So a ton to discuss. Of course, if you are curious about the final update for Valhalla, then leave a like on the video. That would really show your support. And let's go. But first, it's time for a wallet upgrade, because Rich Wallet is way sleeker and slimmer than the wallet you're probably using right now. It can fit up to 12 cards in a very durable design, and it can also have cash on the back with a strap or clip. I of course got the red one, and I can't go back now, but there are more than 30 colors and styles to choose from, and I've especially been loving their new key cases. The regular key rings are always crappy when searching for things in your pocket, but this can hold up to 6 keys, and you only have to expose them when they are needed. It's really great stuff. Rich has over 50,000 5-star reviews and a 99-day money-back guarantee, and it's the perfect gift during the holiday season, also because there's an insane deal going on right now. If you namely use my special link you also find in the video description, they can get the best offer with up to 40% off until December 22nd. Again, I would especially recommend those key cases. So I want to thank Rich for sponsoring the video. And now let's get back into it. Okay, let's start with one piece of the good news. The last chapter that was properly revealed during the Assassin's Creed showcase in September with a trailer will be part of this final update. It's completely free and basically the epilogue of the game. We see Eivor talk to Odin, which is something we haven't seen before like this, and she mentions how she wants to leave the Raven clan behind, say goodbye and go on a new adventure. And Ubisoft now shared the requirements to play this content when it releases on Tuesday, December 6th. You need to complete the full main story, so pledged to all the territories of England. You need to have completed the Asgard and Jotunheim arc, upgrade your settlement to level 5, and also made the Jams Vikings barrack, which is an interesting extra requirement. And you also need to kill all the targets of the Order of the Ancients and unveil its leader. So like 100 hours of playtime is required before you can do this new content, but it makes sense because it's basically an extra story arc that takes place after all those events. We see Eivor meet with Alfred again and a ton of other familiar faces. And what is she wearing? It looks like the Raven clan armor but upgraded. And we see a Raven icon and a Hidden One symbol on the cape. What could that mean? We did a full breakdown of the trailer in a previous video that I will link to in the video description. It also seems that the modern day version of Basim will play a key role in the last chapter, and we should also expect some sort of tease for Assassin's Creed Mirage, the 2023 game of course, where we play as Basim, and that takes place before Valhalla. That there will be a Mirage tease was already hinted at in a recent interview I did with one of the Mirage developers, and there are some other things that make this very credible that I won't spoil here because it's cooler if you find it out for yourself. And we also got some new Mirage concept art from a recent Ubisoft Bordeaux anniversary video. Yeah, it looks great, but now I want to see the gameplay, hopefully Game Awards on December 8th. I will of course keep you posted. Seems like we will at least get a sort of first taste or tease in Valhalla on December 6th. And I will be streaming the last chapter when it releases, so don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, for also of course a ton more coverage on the Valhalla update, Mirage, and the very exciting future of the series. Okay, so there is more good news, but let's first touch on the bummer. There will be no New Game Plus in Valhalla. Ubisoft notes that when investigating the implementation of New Game Plus, we realized that the depth of the game gave us limited options to make replayability unique and rewarding. This of course really sad. It feels like a missed opportunity because there are many cool moments in Valhalla that me, you, many other people would have loved to experience again. But I don't want to start all over, like I don't want to unlock all these skills again because I really got used to some of the cool moves and features that it unlocks. And I don't want to chase all these wealth chests again for the armor pieces that I've already collected before. And that's probably one of the main reasons that they note here. Like Valhalla of course doesn't have a random loot system like Odyssey and Origins. So what happens to the wealth chest in New Game Plus that you've already opened in your first playthrough? Will you then still have to do the puzzle but then find an empty chest? That would of course kinda suck. Now, there are games with similar systems that have figured this out, so it's not impossible, but yeah, it would mean that they had to build a New Game Plus exclusive progression system that still makes it rewarding to go through all the content again, because otherwise you would not find any new loot during your whole journey. But that was probably too much effort. Also looking at how the Odyssey and Origins New Game Plus modes are handled. Odyssey only had a more difficult arena, but nothing else. And in Origins, you could only earn a brand new outfit after beating the story on New Game Plus. Still though, playing through the story again would have been awesome, or like a story arc replay feature from the War Table. Something like that would have already been great. Now it's sad that we get nothing like this in an open world RPG, and now December 6th is really the final day that you have a good reason to boot up Valhalla if you have been with the game since launch. While with New Game Plus, I would have totally played Valhalla more in 2023 as well, go through the old content again, and the missions with Basim in particular. Like, it would be fun to see that again, and now that we know that Mirage is coming. It would also make me more excited for the fact that HUD on during combat is coming. Like, they're happy to announce that our final update will add another highly requested feature by the community, the option to keep your HUD up at any time. It will be a setting in the menu that you can switch on, and it will be separate from the cloak. So when you're not being spotted, you will still have the cloak, while if you are spotted, you will keep the HUD on but lose the cape. It's a good solution, and one day seemingly we're already teasing in the kickoff video back in June. All of other media on Twitter also reached out, saying that they had this bug that also let Eivor keep their HUD on. So maybe this was because Ubisoft was already testing the feature. You already saw their official footage in this video. It looks awesome. I'm happy that they're doing it. Still kind of sad though that I will probably only be using it in the final update, because there's not much else to play afterwards. Like with this final patch, it also means that the festivals will not be coming back ever again. So while in Odyssey and Origins the live events are still active to this day, we won't be able to shoot the archery lady and do a lot of the other festival content ever again, it seems. Kinda makes sense. It of course would require, I think, more than what we're seeing with those other games. Now, what they are doing though is that all the rewards from past festivals will be available at all the merchants located throughout England after completing the Gloucestershire arc. And that's especially great for new players, and there might be more coming in, because it seems that Ubisoft games are coming back to Steam, including Valhalla, and there were rumors about Game Pass, like it's already on PlayStation Plus Extra, so high chance it will come to Game Pass at one point in the future too. And Ubisoft also notes that they are adding brand new rewards in this update as a thank you for your continued support, and these are likely the 4 mounts that got leaked by AndyReloads, and a link to that video will of course be in the video description. Nothing too crazy, but again, still cool if you're like a new player that you can immediately get these mounts. Now maybe you're asking, what about the Ezio Revelations outfit that was of course also found in the game files? I totally think we will see that, but that will likely be a Ubisoft Connect thing instead of a merchant purchase. And there is even more. We also have a few more surprises in store with this title update, but we will save those for our final farewell. Now this could only be the Mirage crossover or kind of tease, because it has not been officially announced yet, just like hinted at. But yeah, they are saying more surprises, so multiple. I'm totally curious, and we still have that Iron Man armor Helix set that is not released yet. I'm sure they will launch it around December 6th. Now I don't want to sound like too sad, because it's still awesome that we got like a ton of free content for this game. It's pretty wild actually. I love the Forgotten Saga in particular. Still, they could have known that New Game Plus would have been like the most requested feature, because it was also the case for Origins and Odyssey, and it just adds a ton of replayability to a single player live service game like this. So I hope they learn from that and take these learnings with them to Project Red, because if that game is gonna be supported for like 3 years, it would be really sad to not have a New Game Plus. I think it would actually help a lot to have New Game Plus a few months after launch. So there's way more to do in the game while we wait for the big content drops. I'm sure you will let me know what you think of this news in the comments down below. Subscribe of course for more coverage on this final update, Mirage, and the future of AC, including Red. I really can't wait for that in particular. A like on the video would really help me out, and check out our breakdown of that Lost Chapter trailer and more info in our previous video by clicking on the screen. I will speak to you soon. Goodbye.